Hey everybody, in this lesson I'm going to teach you how to use Recurpost, which is my favorite scheduling tool that I have used. And I've used different ones from Hootsuite to Buffer and a couple of other things, and this is definitely the favorite of all of them that I've done so far. Okay, so what I want to do is go in and show you some of the things at the top. Now they have training now that they didn't have before, so that is actually really good. If you want to go in there, you can schedule a demo session, you can add your accounts, etc., all of those things. Okay, now one of the first things that you have to do is go to your social accounts and you add your social accounts. So you're going to be adding like your Google page, your LinkedIn profile, your Twitter profile, and then I've got here a Facebook group, a Facebook page, and another Facebook page. Okay, now if I want to, I can also add more groups to this. Okay, and every once in a while you do have to come back in and reconnect, which just means you just get it to talk to your social channels again, similar to like if you were updating banking on something, you would go and you would reconnect and maybe have to sign in again. Okay, all right, so that's what this is going to do. Now I want to go over and show you the content library. All right, I already have several different content libraries set up. Some of them don't have any posts in them because they were things that I set to expire. But let me just give you an example of some things I've got, okay? Here's one called Tips. And I highly advise you to come up with 3 or 4 different categories of types of posts that you want to do, and that's what makes it easier for you to just whip out a lot of content at once. Okay, all right, so this happens to be tips that were from a launch that I did a few months ago, and I was launching a course called #Science, and I had all these different tips on the graphics themselves, and then I had my website and I had a couple of hashtags. All right, now I'm going to go and set the schedule. All right, so I'm going to go over here to schedule, and in the schedule all I have to do is say select a library. I'm going to choose test library, and I want it to go to Google Plus every day at 2 p.m. or I could choose auto schedule. Okay, and then I'm going to click add time slot. Okay, and then look, it puts it over here 2 o'clock every day on Google Plus. Or let's say I wanted to do some sort of daily thing over on Twitter. Okay, so now I'm going to go and I'm going to choose test library again, and I'm going to choose Twitter. All right, and then I'm going to say daily at 12 a.m. and add the time slot. Okay, and that's going to go there. Now that's not exactly how I would look at it. I would click view schedule, because then you can actually see it by channel. So this is what's going to the Google page. Nothing is scheduled for LinkedIn. This is what's scheduled on Twitter. Okay, as long as I have not put any dates for it to stop, it will just keep rotating and rotating forever as long as I keep that going. Okay, now here's another thing that's really cool that you can do. You can go to Feed Manager, and this is where, let's say you have a blog, which I do, and I'm going to show you this too. I've got the Social Media Examiner blog. I need to turn that back on. This one I'm going to resume, and I'm going to resume Sprout Social. Basically what happens is anytime that Social Media Examiner or Sprout Social, and I need to go find some more, anytime they post a new blog, my Feed Manager will schedule and post it on one of my channels or all of my channels, wherever I want. Also my blog, if I put a new blog out, it's going to post it, okay, as long as I have it scheduled. I'm going to show you how I could add my own again. I'm going to delete it. Yes, delete it, and then I'm going to add it back. So add a feed. Mine happens to be just blog, okay, and I'm going to select the library. I've already created a library before and it says My Blog Posts, and add to library after approval or without approval. I'm just going to say this, okay? Okay, so here's the blog post. My blog posts are going to automatically go out to my social channels if I schedule them. So now I got to go to the schedule, and let's say I want it to go to my LinkedIn profile every day. Okay, so I'm going to go and I'm going to choose, let's see, my blog posts, and I'm going to choose LinkedIn, and I want this to go every day at 12 p.m. Add the time slot. Okay, so it put it over here, and now I can go into the schedule and actually look at it, and it shows that every day at noon it's going to look through my blog posts and post one at noon on LinkedIn. Okay, trying to think if there's anything else that you might need to know. So feed managers for blogs, content library is for all of the images and things that you can put. You can create these content libraries. Make sure you go to your scheduler and actually get it on the schedule, Twitter and everything else. And editorial calendar. This is going to show you, you don't have to do anything to this. You can create a one-time post if you want here. But this is basically, it shows that 8 a.m., 13 hours to the next run. So in 13 hours, I don't know what UTC time, but whatever that is, in 13 hours from now, this scheduler is going to populate the editorial calendar, and this will show everything that's coming up to be scheduled on my different channels. And if I want, I can actually look at it from here. So it's not showing anything right now. You have to get this set up, and then it'll start automating the next day basically. But then you can come in here and actually look around and see what's coming up on what channel, so you can make sure it's working like you intended for it to. Okay, that's it for now, and if you want to get Recurpost, feel free to use my affiliate link, and let's get this content going on our channels. Okay, thanks.